Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Video in the Water Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Honolulu Desperados here on Madden 24. We are in season number 7, and we are wrapping up season number 7 in today's video. We've got weeks 11 through 18 today, and last episode when we started season 7, we kind of had to take a little punch to the mouth and kind of recover after that. Back to reality, basically. The past 3 years, we've been the Super Bowl champion. But those past 3 off seasons have seen us slowly start to lose some of those core foundational pieces that we've acquired throughout the time here in the first 6 years of this series, including our number 1 quarterback, Anthony Richardson, who now plays for the Cleveland Browns. But we did draft Jonathan Young. I got his name right this time. Jonathan Young at quarterback. He won us the Super Bowl last year as a rookie, which is very impressive. But now this year, we started 3-6 in the last episode. We just don't look the same. Our team just doesn't feel the same. The vibe that we had when we initially won those 3 titles, it's just not there anymore. Now, that could all change, and we could turn this season around in this episode and make the playoffs and make another Super Bowl run and win a 4th straight championship. That's possible. I'm not doubting that. We could go on a crazy run here. But the more likely thing is we're just going to ride it out with this subpar record, take our punches on the chin, and try to rebuild this team from scratch. Because basically we're doing a rebuild inside of a rebuild. Because we've already completed the first rebuild, which was to win a championship. We've done that 2 times over, or 3 times over now. So now we got to rebuild the team again, which means we've got to let these expensive contracts play out, including Micah Parsons, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, a lot of guys, Budda Baker especially. Let these guys play out their contracts and then go in free agency. And plus, those guys are getting up there in age. They're all like 29, 30, so they're getting up there in age, which means they're probably going to start to regress as well. So we're going to let those contracts play out. Unfortunately, that does mean right now, we don't have the money to be able to re-sign some of our younger guys that we've drafted throughout the off seasons of this series, and that does kind of suck because those guys are supposed to be the future of the team, and we have to let them go because they end up being cap casualties because we can't pay them because we've already paid all of our established guys. So it's a kind of a win-loss scenario. It's kind of a good but also bad thing that we have so much talent, and we're just gonna have to kind of reset everything and then come back firing in a couple of years when all those guys' contracts are over and we actually have a ton of cap room. Because I haven't signed a free agent, I don't think, since the very first season. So we've been super underneath the cap, or super above the cap, for basically 6 entire years, and now a 7th season as well. So it's going to be a welcome change when we actually do have a little bit of cap room. But that's for the future. Today's episode, we finished Season 7. If you guys go and enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's get started with Season 7 here in Honolulu. All right, we start Week 11, like I mentioned, 3-6, not great, but it is Week 11, which means focus players for the draft, and we have wide receivers, it looks like, that I chose for my national focus, which is pretty cool, because we now know that Shaquem Newton looks unreal. Is he actually super fast? He's got solid to good speed. He doesn't look like the greatest athlete, but he looks like a really talented wide receiver. I kind of want to know 100% on him right now, so I think I am going to use one of my 3 on him. I should probably also use on Spencer Sally because he looks unbelievable as well. And then we should maybe use one on, I don't want to use one on 2 left tackles, but I mean the left tackles look really, really good. I don't know if we can pass up on that. So I think I might have to. Let's go and use it on that other left tackle. I think his name was Andrew Cordova. There he is. Andrew Cordova, we will find out a little bit more about him. So it'll be him, Spencer Sally, and Shaquem Newton. I'm doing the top guys because I'm assuming that we're going to have a top pick in the draft. At least a top 10 at the worst. So I'm kind of getting ready. Players that are going to have to leave this year: Ramon Jenkins, Brian Hayden, Reggie Chambers, Jordan Battle, Antonio Curtis, Demarius Whitfield, Kashim Livingston, Deshaun St. Clair, Buda Baker finally, Jalen Thompson. So we will bring back Lynn Lashley, Eric Chamberlain, and Will Booth. But a lot of these guys that we drafted originally are going to be gone now just simply because they want a little bit too much money. I'm looking at you, Ramon Jenkins. So we are going to have to build for the future. As far as our draft pick sits right now, we have pick number 9. We don't have a 4th round pick. Okay, good to know. I'm going to forget that by the time the offseason video comes around, but it's good to know that we have a top 10 pick as of right now. Let's start simulating here. Week 11 against the Rams. The LA Rams. Yeah, we beat them 35-21. Antonio Curtis gets an upgrade point. Of course, we're probably going to go on a big win streak now that I've vocally announced that we're going to have a top 5 pick. Now we're pretty much guaranteed to not have a top 5 pick. And Shaquem Newton is confirmed to be a top 5 true talent, which makes you want to get him even more. And it looks like the left tackles did not work. Is there a possibility that it fails? They're at 55, or they're at 50% now. I don't know. That's weird. Now I don't know about those guys. But Shaquem Newton, he looks like an unbelievable skill wide receiver. He's what, 6'2"? Yeah, 6'2", 217. He's a physical archetype. He looks unbelievable in terms of his route running and his just initial being a wide receiver. He's just not the most athletic guy in the world. He's got the great jumping, he's got the great strength, but he doesn't have the speed, acceleration, or agility that you want out of like you would stereotypically think of if you think of a number 1 wide receiver, you're going to think he's super athletic, super agile, and all that kind of stuff. We'll see how he plays out when we get closer to the draft. But as of right now, he looks unreal. He could be the next dominant receiver in the league alongside Lynn Lashley if we were able to pull off a move to get him. We've gone back-to-back with wins here, the first two games of the episode. We play the Houston Texans, who are 2-10. Are they really that bad? We got a huge home stretch, by the way. The Houston Texans are 2-10. They have C.J. Stroud, but he has not done a good job here. They lose again. They're 2-11 now, and we now sit at 6-6. I told you, man. I told you that the moment I said I was going to declare myself a top 5 pick is when we go on a big win streak. We currently sit with the 10th pick overall, but that could obviously change if we win the rest of these games. If we win out this year, that pick's going to be bad, especially if we make it deep in the playoffs. Who knows? We're going to jump in here and play the Philadelphia Eagles because they're 9-3, we're 6-6. We kind of need this win if we want to go on this huge playoff run. So let's jump in, play the Eagles, and maybe go 4 in a row. We are out here in Honolulu under the lights against the Philadelphia Eagles. And we're jumping in down 7-0. Hopefully we can do the job here. Get a big W against Philadelphia, who is a very good team at this point in the season. A 9-win team. We're going to go underneath. It's Pat Freiermuth, but unfortunately he ran back for some reason. It took him back, which I hate. I was hoping to get him to keep running, but he didn't do that, so it was a 4th down. And we're going to go back to him again here. Freiermuth can't get it done. That was a good closeout by the linebacker there. Or I guess he could be a corner. I don't know. That was a good closeout. I probably should have chose a different receiver. I thought I had it maybe, though. Thought I had it. Down 14-0. We're not looking that promising here. And now we don't have the... Oh, that's a horrible route and a horrible decision by me. That's an interception right to him, basically. Crawford just stood there, and I threw it right to him. I thought that... who was that? Was that Devontae Smith? I think it might have been Devontae Smith. I thought he was going to be open, but he was certainly not. And we will only take a field goal out of that. Eagles score quickly, by the way. Very quickly. 21-3. This is not going our way, but this is what I expected from a good Eagles team. A team that we probably would have to face in the playoffs at some point. Beautiful throw and a better catch from Devontae Smith. And Desperados get on the board with a big touchdown. We just need the defense to actually show up, and they just can't stop Philadelphia. Another touchdown scored by the Eagles. It is 28-10. The shaky screen when we're at home, which is just unbelievable. Bijan Robinson fights for it. 4th and inches. He didn't get that ball across. Are you serious? You're not going to give him a first down there? I feel like he got the first down. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Hand this ball off to Bijan. He's going to get the first down now. 2nd and 6 from the red zone. They want me to go with a weird decision here. Probably not the right call, but we're going to find out. Step up with Jonathan Young. He's got nothing, but he actually didn't get sacked. He fought for a yard, fighting through Jalen Carter and all kinds of crazy defensive linemen these boys have. I don't know what the receiver number is, but he caught it. Crazy catch from Devontae Smith. Absolutely crazy catch. And this could be the end of the game right here. Our final possession might be on the track. Fire it to Freiermuth. Drops it. That was a bad decision by me. I pressed the wrong button, if we're being honest. Pressed the wrong button. Ooh, Devontae Smith. If I change your route here and just send you on an out route, this could be lethal. Oh my God, how did he get that? That's insanity that he was able to break that up. Athleticism on a different level. That's crazy. Fire that in. It's caught. He actually held on. I did not think he was going to catch that. That's the 3rd string tight end, I'm pretty sure. Dwayne Elston. Maybe the 2nd string. I don't remember. 28-17. Eagles are going to probably score again here. No, they didn't score again, but they ran out the clock. And we lose to Philadelphia. Not what I wanted to do, that's for sure. Good upgrade points from the boys. It's kind of upsetting, man. I didn't want to lose that. We were on a big win streak. That kind of blows. That really does blow. But that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. So let's keep simulating here. Week 15 against the Commanders. They got a 99 overall Sauce Gardner, former Desperado player Sauce Gardner. Are we really going to make a playoff push? Is that what's going to happen here? Is that what I'm seeing? No. That's not what I'm seeing, because we lose to the Washington Commanders. So we might as well just pack it up. Just go home. There's 3 weeks left to go. We're 6-8. If we go to the NFC, we'd have to have a tremendous bounce back. We'd have to have so many things go our way, which I do not see happening, that I think it's just best if we just lose the rest of these games. Now watch, now that I've said that, we're going to win the rest of them. We're going to win all 3. See, that's what I'm talking about. We won against the Jaguars. We're going to beat the 49ers right here, I'm telling you. Yep, we beat the 49ers as well. And we will go into the final game of the season against the Tennessee Titans. And the only reason I'm going to do this is because I don't think we're going to make the playoffs, so we might as well get one more game, one more piece of gameplay in here. Although there is a, oh my God, we actually did have some things go our way. There is some slight possibilities we make the playoffs. Wow. Is this really possible? Do we sneak in? What's the playoff picture look like? We are the 7 seed as of right now. If we win this game, we're locked in. Oh my God. The way this season started, the losses we've taken, we are currently a playoff team. All we have to do is beat the Tennessee Titans, and I think we can do it. Here we are in the biggest game of the season, Week 18. There's no tomorrow if we lose this game. We have to win, or we are out of the playoff picture. We are the 7 seed, but it is not guaranteed. We need a playoff appearance for the fans. Waddle! Oh my God, that would have been the craziest catch I've ever seen in my entire life if he would have held on for that. I don't know if he would have got both feet down, but that would have been insanity if he would have caught it. But that's okay, because we roll out here. We set our feet. Actually, we didn't set our feet, and that's because I don't know why it is, actually. He just didn't set his feet, and he didn't throw an accurate ball, because Jonathan Young is a stupid person. That's okay, though, because I like this throw. There it is. It's Britton. I think it's Paul Britton, right? Something like that. Whoever his name is, he makes a nice catch there for a first down, and we move to football. You know I love moving to football, and that's a sack on Jonathan Young there. Jeffrey Simmons still playing in the league, even, what, 7 seasons deep from when he is in real life? Still playing the league and still getting sacks on the quarterback. You got to respect the grind. And I got to throw that ball a lot sooner than I wanted to. They had like 4 different guys in the backfield there. That is not ideal. Not ideal at all. All right, what's the game plan here? 3rd and 18, probably just to get a little bit of yardage. That's probably the game plan if I have time. Instead, we're going to go deep because that's the new game plan, and it's going to get incomplete. I completed 1 pass the entire drive, and that was that first down completion that I had. But you know what? That's just the way the juice rolls sometimes. All right, let's see if the defense can actually step up. We allow a field goal. And we get a touchdown. Okay, 7-3. Love to see it. Big dogs, big dogging. Down in the red zone. 3rd down from the 8. Under a minute to go in the half. This is probably an underneath route to Jalen Waddle if I'm speaking the correctness. But it's not going to be because it's going to be a sack taken. There was honestly nobody open. We do take the field goal, so that's good. Get our 3 points to make it 10-3. We're driving down again. I got to put something in the end zone here. I got to. For my own sanity, I got to put something in the end zone. So we're looking Freiermuth. We're looking touchdown. It's the only thing I can do. And I threw an interception. Oh my God. I am horrible. I can't read defenses. I can't find the right receiver. I can't do anything. Why do I even jump in sometimes? It's a good thing the defense is actually holding up, because I've pretty much sold this game away to the Tennessee Titans if they were good. Bijan gets a nice pass out of the backfield. Love to see it. We're going to hand it off to Bijan now because that's more safe than letting me have the ball, that's for sure. And Bijan Robinson's going to skate into the end zone. Touchdown. Probably icing this one up, if we're being honest. Probably icing this one up. It's 17-3 late 4th quarter. I mean, they could score here, but it didn't really matter, and they didn't even score. So that's the end of the game. The Desperados have somehow squeezed a playoff berth out of this season. We have locked the 7 seed down. That is absolutely crazy. We started this year 3-6 when we ended last episode. And somehow, some way, we have postseason football. That's crazy. I did not. Lynn Lashley gets a new ability unlocked. He must have gone up. Yeah, look at Lynn Lashley. He's got Energizer. Can we give him anything cool? We can give him Outside Apprentice, which would be nice. He's not a return man, so we can give him Matchup Nightmare in case he goes up against some linebackers. And then we can get him maybe Run Off Elite. That might be useful. Let's give him that for right now. I could also give him Short Out Elite or Deep In Elite, but I think Run Off Elite it'll be nice because that gives him press coverage, I think. I think that allows him to beat press coverage a little bit better. I'm not 100% sure what that ability does, but hopefully those will help him out. And hopefully he can go up to X Factor pretty soon. But let's simulate it and confirm my suspicions that we are a playoff team at the 7 seed. We are, and we're taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, who smacked us earlier in the episode. The 7 seed, baby. How did we get here? I have no idea whatsoever. We were 3-6. I thought the season was lost. I really did. I thought the season was lost. I didn't think we'd have any shot at all of making the postseason. I kind of wanted to not make the postseason because it probably would have been better for us in the long term if we didn't make the postseason. But now, I mean, we're in. We got a chance to win another Super Bowl. We got a chance to go 4 straight. The defending champs are back. The dynasty's here. Oh, by the way, is it Paul Britton? It's Peter Britton. Darn it. Why did I think it was Paul? It's Peter Britton. I got to remember that. All right. The team looks good, though. Another playoff run is here. Some of these guys don't even know anything other than playoff runs. I mean, Jonathan Young won a Super Bowl as a rookie. He doesn't know anything else except for winning football. Now, the guys like Devontae Smith and Jalen Waddle, who've been here since the very, very beginning, Bijan Robinson, those guys have seen the struggles at the beginning of the year, not making the playoffs, not winning playoff games. Those guys have seen that. But some guys, like Knott, or Hayden, or Smith, or Chamberlain, some of these guys have never even seen losing football. Micah Parsons has been here since the beginning. Budda Baker's been here since the beginning. A lot of these guys don't even know what it is. Wilbon Superstar Development, love to see that. I wonder if any of these guys are going to go up or not. I hope so. I really hope so. But that is going to do it for the episode. We got to take a look at stats, though. Got to take a look at stats before we end the episode. So Jonathan Young, finishes 3,800 yards, 31 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. How does that compare to his rookie season? How does that compare? So he had more touchdowns by 2, a lot more yards, and 3 more interceptions. So he dropped down in the interception slightly. He had a slightly worse completion percentage, but not by that much, honestly. Significantly less yards. And a few less touchdowns. So it's kind of a whatever season. It's still pretty good. I mean, he made the playoffs. Bijan had a phenomenal year. 1,700 yards, 14 touchdowns. This is why we spent all of our money that we had on Bijan Robinson. Because he's just so good. And then Devonta Smith had 1,000 yards with 6 touchdowns. Lynn Lashley coming up next with 945 and 8. Jalen Waddle had 902 and 6. Freiermuth had 568 and 7. Okay. Defensively, Ramon Jenkins in his final year here in Desperado territory. 115 tackles. Ben Ingram had 91. Lucas had 88. 87 for Bland. 82 for Parsons. Tackle for loss leader is Micah Parsons with 14. Rousseau had 12. And then Reggie Chambers, also probably his final year here, had 10. 23.5 sacks for Micah Parsons. He's just so good. And then it drops off significantly down to 8 for Greg Rousseau, 3 for Jenkins, 2.5 for a couple guys, 2 for a couple guys, whatever. Interception leader, pick? 2 for Jenkins, Lucas, and Bland, and then 1 for Ingram, Baker, and Thompson. Some good numbers, and look at that, the legacy leaderboard. Your boy is already at number 5 all time. I'm closing in. I got 3 Super Bowls, 3 championships. I won a Coach of the Year. I am climbing Mount Everest. All I got to do is pass some of these other guys. And then they're only ahead of me because they've been around the league a lot longer than I have. I've only been around the league for 7 seasons. But in 7 seasons, I got 3 championships. That's more than some of those coaches can say. Actually, that's more than all those coaches can say, except for Andy Reid. Alrighty-o, that is going to do it for the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it somehow, some way. We didn't go under 500, and we did make the playoffs. We started this episode at 3-6. We finish 9-8, win the 7 seed, go to the playoffs. Maybe to only go up against the Eagles and lose in the wild card. That's a very strong possibility that we lose in this wild card game. But hey, we made the playoffs. I guess that's a good thing considering I didn't think this was going to be that good of a season. I thought this was probably going to be a lost season. I was proven wrong. I guess I drafted the greatest quarterback to ever play on planet Earth. We'll see what happens next episode. It will be only the playoffs, so it could be a 5-minute video. It could be a very short video if we get bumped in the first round against the Eagles, which is a very high possibility, but you never know. Things could happen. Special players, special plays, things can happen. You never know. Hit that like button if you go and enjoy. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.